Let's talk about the Pi Network, the app where you tap a button daily and mine cryptocurrency. It's become a global phenomenon with millions of people around the world joining in, all with the hope that their phones could be quietly building them a fortune in the background. The idea is simple. You don't need expensive hardware, you don't need to burn through electricity, and you don't need to be a tech genius. Just open the app, tap a button, and watch your Pi balance grow. It sounds almost too easy, right? No mining rigs, no complicated setup, just a few seconds of your time each day. It's no wonder people are skeptical. For years people have been collecting these digital coins, hoping they'll be worth something someday. Some see it as a fun experiment, others as a serious investment in their future. The community has grown rapidly, with users inviting friends and family, building networks, and dreaming of the day Pi finally hits the open market. The big rumor? That a single Pi coin could be worth 314,159. This number isn't random. It's a playful nod to the mathematical constant Pi, but it's also a figure that's captured the imagination of the internet. Yes, you heard that right. Over $300,000 for one coin. That's the kind of number that makes headlines, sparks debates, and gets people dreaming about what they'd do with sudden wealth. Suddenly, that app on your phone seems like a potential goldmine. People are calculating their balances, imagining new cars, houses, and vacations, all from a few taps a day. If true, millions of users could become overnight millionaires. The excitement is contagious and the community is buzzing with anticipation. Social media is buzzing and there's a countdown, 4 days left until something big. People are sharing screenshots, speculating about announcements, and hyping up the possibilities. The hype is real. People are convinced a financial revolution is coming. Some are even comparing it to the early days of Bitcoin, when a few coins could change your life. But before you start planning your island getaway, let's pause. It's important to take a step back and look at the facts, not just the fantasies. When something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. The crypto world is full of wild promises, and even wilder rumors. Is this $314,159 price real? Or is it just a viral myth that's gotten out of hand? Is the 4-day countdown legit? Or is it just another clever marketing tactic to keep people engaged? Or is it just another Wednesday? Sometimes the most hyped events turn out to be nothing more than ordinary days. In crypto, the line between dream and disaster is razor thin. Fortunes can be made, or lost, in the blink of an eye. We need to separate fact from fantasy, official news from online noise. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement, but critical thinking is key. So, what's really going on with Pi Network? Is it the next big thing, or just another digital dream? Let's break it down, piece by piece. We'll look at the facts, the rumors, and everything in between. We'll look at the rumors, the reality, and the psychology behind why so many people want to believe in the next big crypto miracle. And most importantly, we'll talk about what you should actually believe and how to protect yourself from hype-driven decisions. Because in the world of crypto, hype can be your best friend, or your worst enemy. So, let's get started and uncover the truth behind the Pi Network phenomenon. Where did the $314,159 number come from? If you've spent any time in the Pi Network community, you've probably seen this figure pop up again and again. It's a number that sparks curiosity, debate, and even a bit of confusion among newcomers. Why such a specific value? And what does it really mean for Pi holders? This number is known as the Global Consensus Value, or GCV. It's not just a random figure, there's a story and a purpose behind it. The GCV is a concept that emerged from within the Pi community itself, reflecting a shared vision for the future of the currency. This is a community-driven idea. Pi users from all over the world have come together to agree that one Pi should be worth $314,159. The number is a clever nod to the mathematical constant Pi, 3.14149, but multiplied to give it a sense of grandeur and ambition. It's a way for the community to express their hopes for Pi's future value and to create a sense of unity and excitement. To make this vision real, Pi enthusiasts have built online forums, written handbooks, and even organized marketplaces where goods and services are traded at this rate. These activities help reinforce the idea of GCV, making it more than just a number. It becomes a shared belief and a rallying point for the community. The logic behind GCV is simple, but powerful. Money only has value because people collectively agree that it does. If enough people believe in pi's value and are willing to trade at the GCV rate, then within their community, that value becomes real, at least for them. But here's the catch. This value is completely unofficial. It's not recognized by any financial authority, and there's no legal backing for it. The GCV is more of a social contract than a financial one. The Pi core team has never endorsed this value, and no bank or cryptocurrency exchange recognizes it as legitimate. It's not something you'll find on any official price chart or trading platform. To the outside world, Pi's value is currently zero. If you try to exchange Pi for dollars, euros, or any other currency, you'll quickly find that there's no official market for it, at least not yet. It's a bit like kids trading snacks at school using their own made-up currency. Within their group, it works, they all agree on the value. But if they try to use that currency at the local pizza shop, it won't get them a slice. The value is real to them, but not to the outside world. In the end, GCV is less about actual market price and more about hope, vision, and community spirit. It's a symbol of what Pi users dream their currency could one day become. Let's talk about that 4 days left countdown that's been buzzing all over the Pi community. You've probably seen the excitement building with people marking their calendars and speculating about what's coming. But what's really behind all this anticipation? The big rumor is that November 22, 2025 will be a historic day for Pi. Some say it's when Pi's global consensus value, or GCV, will finally become official. Others believe it's the day banks will start accepting Pi, or that a major financial shift is about to happen. There's a wave of optimism, with people dreaming that their Pi wallets will suddenly be worth millions overnight. Social media is full of posts imagining instant wealth and life-changing opportunities. But let's pause for a reality check. The Pi core team, the actual developers behind the project, haven't made any announcements about this date. There's been no official word, no press releases, and no confirmation from anyone in charge. If you look for updates, you'll find silence. No blog posts, no tweets, no in-app messages, nothing from the official channels. All the hype is coming from the community, not the creators. In fact, this date was picked by the community itself. It's a grassroots movement, fueled by hope and speculation, rather than any concrete announcement from the Pi core team. So why November 22? It just happens to line up with a scheduled Swift banking update, a routine event in the financial world. There's no official link to Pi, but the timing got people talking. Some Pi fans started connecting the dots, hoping that this coincidence meant something bigger, a global financial reset, or a sudden integration of Pi into the banking system. But in reality, these are two completely separate events. The Swift update and Pi's progress aren't connected, no matter how much we might wish they were. It's a bit like thinking your favorite celebrity will show up at your birthday party just because they're visiting your city that day. The excitement is understandable, but the connection just isn't there. The energy and anticipation are real, and it's great to see the community so engaged. But it's important to separate hope from fact. So, as the countdown ticks down, don't get swept up by the hype. Stay curious, stay informed, and remember, real change comes from real announcements, not just rumors. Many Pi fans dream of bank integration, using Pi like cash, transferring it to your bank, or swiping a Pi debit card. They believe Pi could become a bridge currency, connecting old-school finance with blockchain. Some point to standards like ISO 2022, hoping Pi will be adopted by banks worldwide. Rumors of secret partnerships with big banks swirl constantly. But here's the truth. As of now, there are zero confirmed deals between Pi and any major bank. The Pi core team hasn't announced any such partnerships. All claims are pure speculation. It's possible talks are happening behind the scenes, but nothing is public. For now, bank integration is just a dream. Let's decode ISO 2022, a new universal language for banks, making transactions faster and more transparent. The global banking system, including SWIFT, is switching to this standard. Some in the Pi community believe if Pi is ISO 2022 compliant, banks will adopt it. That's why the November 22nd date got tangled up with Pi rumors, but the Pi core team has never said they're pursuing ISO 2022 compliance. The connection is just a community theory, not an official plan. Banks are upgrading, but there's no evidence Pi is part of that upgrade. It's a compelling story, but not reality. So, what's the real status of Pi in November 2025? Pi is still an enclosed mainnet. Think of it as a theme park open only for internal testing. You can transfer Pi to other verified users and buy goods within the Pi ecosystem, but you can't trade it for dollars or crypto. Any Pi listed on exchanges is just an IOU, not real Pi. The core team warns against trading these. Open mainnet, the day Pi can be traded freely, has no set date. The project is live, but isolated from the broader financial world. For now, Pi is a closed system with a big community, but not a global currency. In a community this big, rumors fill the information vacuum. Fake news, photoshopped announcements, and wild theories are everywhere. Some people are just excited, others want to manipulate hype for personal gain. The Pi core team urges users to trust only official sources, inside the app, or on their verified channels. They've even launched campaigns to fight misinformation. In crypto, your best skill is fact-checking. Don't get fooled by creative fiction. So, what's the core team really up to? Their focus is on building the network's foundation, especially identity verification, KYC, using AI. This helps ensure every user is real and unique, a huge challenge for a project this size. They're also investing in apps and developer tools, like Pi Network Ventures support for projects such as OpenMind. The goal, create real-world uses for Pi inside its closed system, so a genuine economy exists when mainnet opens. It's slow, methodical work, not get-rich-quick hype. The real story is about building, not speculation. Let's wrap it up. What's real, what's rumor, and what's just hope? Fact, Pi Network is real, with millions of users and a working blockchain, but you can't trade Pi for real money yet. The core team is focused on tech, not price hype. Rumor, the 314,159 on price, the 4-day countdown, and secret bank deals are all community-driven stories, not official news. Hope, the dream of Pi becoming a global currency is powerful and keeps people engaged. As the rumored date approaches, keep expectations realistic. Don't expect to wake up rich overnight. Watch for official updates from the core team. Pi's journey will be a marathon, not a sprint. Stay informed, be skeptical, and know the difference between fact, fiction, and hope.